Even the Damon Dash interview, as fucked up as that was, he's a gigantic, almost not. He blew it. He had Jay-Z, he had the most important artist of his generation.
So what happened with that relationship? How did that relationship that was so good sour so fast?
Dame's antics were just, it became like people also, over time, you mature. Right. It's like you didn't have friends at 16, but by the time you turned 19, they were still doing the same shit that you was 16, and you're like, I can't. Like, we gotta, you know, you start spending less and less time with them because of it. It's like one of those things where Dame wouldn't change. The way he spoke to people, the way he treated people. He was angry.
About what? Bro, you getting paper.
He was angry because he had a strong perspective about his business philosophy. And if any time a partner of theirs tried to like go around him or, meanwhile, people weren't going around him. The people around him wanted to meet with other people.
Right.
People were becoming less beholden to him, but he was unaware of it. Then he would like, you know, while he was building businesses, which partly he would go off all around the world with cameras and girls and all kinds of crazy shit, and then come back flipping out on everybody as if, you know,
they were wrong.
Yeah. Or like, why'd you guys do all this shit without me? Like, bro, you didn't build a business that was so operationally tight that you could just go away and come back and shit would be the same and all that shit. It wasn't even like that. Jay grew up, you know, Jay wanted more. I think Jay seen Dame's ceiling. I mean, I think that's really what it was. I mean, Jay seen Dame's ceiling.
You can't fault a man for wanting to get better.
Yeah, he wanted more. And everybody wanted more. Dame just had a very particular way of approaching.
It sounded like Dame was a bully and he was using certain tactics that he used in the hood. That shit don't fly when you in corporate. Like when you doing in the music business and you elevating, all them little jokes and shit and cracking on people. There's a time in the season for all that stuff, bro. You know what I'm saying? And what I see, like when I hear people talking about Dame and Dash, even when I see, he just be like talking to people however they want, like however he want. When you see Jay-Z, he's not cracking jokes and he's not laughing and giggling and talking about people's shoes all fucking day. He elevated. It's called maturing. You must mature as a grown man. You must mature. And he getting around, when Dame Dash got around certain people, he still want to do the shit they was doing in Harlem. You can't do that, bro. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, I see why Jay-Z departed ways from him. And I seen an interview with Dame Dash had did some snake shit and had took some money out of their joint account, out of one of their business accounts, out of Jay-Z and Big's business account. But yeah, man.
He's far from stupid.
Right.
Very, very smart.
Right.
He's smart.
Very talented. Ego through the roof. So there was no working with him.
Right.
No one wanted to work with him. There was no work. As much talent as he has, nobody wanted to work with him.
People got to want to work with him.
Jimmy Iovine had this line, when the shit gets bigger than the cat, you got to get rid of the cat.
Right.
And when you working with people, you got to be able to accept criticism. You got to be able to listen to others as well. Even though that you're a boss, you don't want a bunch of yes men up under you. You want to be able to have, because you want to have all these eyes around you to see things that you can't see. So, of course, people going to be coming up to you like, yo, I see this. I don't think that's safe right there. How could you speak to somebody like that when you like, get the fuck out of here? I don't want to hear this. I don't want to hear that. Get out my face. Get out my face. You don't know who you talk. He constantly bashing you. And I notice the type of individual he is because I could tell by his interviews and, you know, the way he speaks. But yeah, man, I don't blame Jay-Z, man.
Were you cool with Jay-Z and Nas when they had their beef?
Yeah.
So how did you stay Switzerland and stay neutral?
Part of it was easy. because I know how much respect they had for one another. I don't know if you've ever been in a situation where two people had respect for one another, they just never shared it with each other.
Correct.
And you're sitting in between them thinking, if they only knew what each other felt, this would go away. That's what I felt. The part of it that was difficult was the outside pressure of people thinking, how could you be friends with both of them at the same time? You must be passing information or something like that. There was no information to pass. They had known each other before. They knew each other before me.
They knew each other for a long time, bro.
They knew each other before me.
Right.
And the issues that they had.
Jay actually admired Nas. You know what I'm saying? It was a whole, it's a deep breakdown on the Nas and Jay-Z beef, how it started way back then. Jay-Z used to admire Nas, you know what I'm saying? But he started elevating, you know what I'm saying? But the thing is, these guys were mature enough to hash it out and come together and start making songs together. And that's beautiful. We need that. Take, for instance, I believe they're about to speak about it, the 50 Cent and Ja Rule thing. Like, bro, come on, man. Y'all too old for this shit, man. Let's get it.
It had nothing to do with me. It was very unfortunate. To my earlier point about being an elder statesman, when they had a beef, no guns, nobody got shot,
Right.
lyrical, songs.
Right.
And you know what? They made up.
And by no any means, I'm not saying that 50 Cent and Ja Rule should be friends. Of course, it was violence in going on between them. But what I'm saying is that it continues on. You still hear 50 Cent say shit about Ja Rule. Like, yo, that's what I'm talking about. You're too old for that shit. Leave it alone. If you're not gonna hash shit out and reconcile with the man, just leave him alone, bro.
As men,
Right.
in front of everybody. That's what it's supposed to be.
Right.
They had a conflict. It was handled through music. And they made up publicly. No one got hurt. No guns, none of that. That really did a lot, as far as I'm concerned, for letting people understand that disputes can be handled.
Right. Amicably.
Right.
Yes. And that was dope. That was the dope part that came out of it. Jay and I are cousins.
Oh.
Yeah. I mean, I
Wow,
don't talk
I didn't
about
know
it
that.
because there's no reason to talk about it. But I went to my grandfather's funeral and his grandparent is buried 2 lots down. It's like one of those type of things.
Not knowing, is that how y'all guys developed a friendship, even though you didn't know?
No, we developed a friendship, honestly, over Madden and
Playing Madden.
literally over Madden, and there was a business deal that we were working on.
Right.
He was working on that he wanted, that I decided I wanted to be a part of.
Right.
It was an artist that we were going to sign, and it was a problem. And then when we went to settle a problem, I was like, man, I don't even give a fuck about this little thing. I care about really big things. And it was the way I talked about my dreams and ambitions for big things.
Right.
And he's like, I like this guy.
Right.
And then we became friends, became very close friends over time.
That's the thing, bro. When you start growing up, God starts sending people your way. The people that can recognize and acknowledge the new person that you are. If you still trying to be the same person, you're going to continue to be around those same people who know you for doing the dumb shit. You know what I'm saying? So, yeah, man, I don't blame Jay-Z for growing up and look at him now. You know what I mean? Despite we ain't talking about the Illuminati shit and all of that. We're just talking about the maturity level that he's at, you know? Yeah, but y'all let me know what y'all think about the situation. Is Dame Dash old bitter, sour, old guy, or you know what I mean? Or is he justified by, him talking to people any kind of way he want to? You know what I'm saying? Y'all leave a comment. Y'all let me know what y'all feel. Big Kiss signing out. I'm gone, man.